One love to the humble, one love to the humble, one love to the humble. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you. Here's another video request by the good brother Trey Day. And if you have a video request, feel free to comment below on the video request that you have, and I'll make that video for you. Brother Trey Day has been consistent in asking for videos or asking for my take on things, and I really appreciate him because he's given me many ideas that I would have never thought of. And I thank you, Trey Day. So here's another video request from the good brother Trey Day. So the question is, are black men involved in their children's lives? I had to word it that way because I the way I wanted to write the title, I couldn't write it that way. It wouldn't have done any justice. But the question is, are black men involved in their children's lives? The answer is yes. The majority of black men are involved in their children's lives. There's a narrative out here that black men are deadbeats and all this stuff. And I'm going to explain that. I'm going to break that down to you. But it's a false narrative. It's not true at all. The majority of black men with children are very involved in their children's lives. I mean, like very involved. They're there. And most of them had their children living with them. They live in the house with their children. Majority of them. Now, when you look at it, according to the CDC, 51%, I believe, of black men are single. First of all, 51% are single. I think it's either 51 or 54% are single and no children. Think about that. 51 or 54% of black men are single with no children. So that's half. It's half of black men with no children, right? So if half of black men have no children, then that means the other half may have children. Then we got to add in some different factors in there, which I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole of all the different reasons and all that. But the number going to shrink down when you start breaking it down. But I'm not going to get into that. The point of this video is to do what's been debunked already. It's been debunked many times about black men not being good fathers. According to the CDC, black men are more involved as fathers than any other race. More involved as fathers than any other race. They say they more likely to read to their children, bathe their children, all the natural things that a parent's supposed to do. Black men are doing it, and they're doing a good job of it. So I salute all the black men out there that's taking care of their children and that's right there doing it. The CDC done this study on this, and they found out the real deal because it was so. Sometimes people do studies on things because it's such a hard narrative. It's such a drastic situation that they put people in. So people want to go out and see, like, is this real? And the CDC, in case you don't know, is the Center of Disease and Control or the Center for Disease and Control. I don't know which is of or for, but either way, that's who it is. And they conducted this study. Then there's another place you can go. It's called blackdemographics.com. It's by black people. Black people do these studies themselves on the black community. So if you don't trust the CDC, go look at blackdemographics.com. They'll tell you all the other information. They go a little bit more in depth. But the narrative of the black man being no good started back in the 90s. At least as far as when I remember it happening, was in the 90s when they started making a lot of songs just talking down on men. I don't know if this was propaganda. I don't know if this was something that they just did to try to decenter the black man, but that's what's been going on for a long period of time. This whole thing about black men being deadbeats. But see, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my take on it. Now, if anybody want to challenge my take on it, feel free. But I'm gonna give you my take, and I think my take is pretty accurate. And if you don't think so, then you give your reason why you think that I'm not right. But I believe I'm right, and here's why. They started this whole campaign about black men being deadbeats. Are there black men as deadbeats? Yes. But I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna kind of throw you off, or maybe you hadn't thought about this before. But here's the deal. So there are great black men out there. Majority of black men are great. They work hard. They very responsible. They don't get into trouble. They do what they're told. They follow directions. They're easy to get along with. They don't want much. Very simple. Because men are, in general, men are very simple. We don't need a lot to get by. We don't need a lot from women to make it. Now, things are changing. Men are becoming a little bit different these days, but typically the most average man, he don't need a lot to get through his day. He don't need a lot from a woman to be in a good relationship. But what has the reason why this thing has went this way, because see, women have a proclivity to like a certain type of man. And a lot of times it's going to be the man that has social proof of who he is, meaning like a lot of women like him, a lot of women want him, and most time women get in line for those type of guys that they know that other women want them. So if other women want him, she want him because he must be something because everybody wants him. See, guys are the opposite. We don't really want a girl that every man been with or want. We don't want that. But women, they don't see it like that. He's proven to be somebody of a caliber. If you got a woman and she found out she the only one that likes you, she probably gonna break up with you. If she found out she the only one that's attracted to you. But if she know that other women are attracted to you, she like you more. So this what tends to happen. And then you add in the bad boy image on top of that. So you get with these type of guys, most of the time the bad boys, they don't really have a lot going for themselves except for their image and except the lifestyle they live. They probably been in jail a few times, may have been in prison a couple of times, and then they make babies. Now they typically go and make babies with more than one woman that they cannot afford. So since they can't afford to take care of all these babies, the women start saying these are deadbeats. They calling all men deadbeats. But see, they don't realize that the other men, you don't see them. They're invisible to you. And your circle is that same type of man is in your circle, them type of guys. So you have a baby with them. Your next door neighbor down the street got a baby with them. The old girl around the corner got a baby with them. And all y'all know that y'all got a baby with the same guy. But then you'll say, oh, men are deadbeats because all of your friends and all of the guys that y'all deal with are the same type of guys. And all of y'all going through the same drama. So all y'all circle up together and y'all talk. So when y'all start talking about the men, you think that all men are this way based upon the fact that your experience say all of these men are like this. These are all the men we deal with. So all men must be like this because these are the type of men that we're attracted to. The other men are invisible. You don't even know they exist. So in your world, in your sphere, it's just these type of men in your circle because these are the only type of men that you see. So therefore, all men are like this. So all men are deadbeats. That's how that started. And then you gotta look at the fact that when it comes to a breakup, most times men not gonna be the ones who break up a relationship. Most times it's gonna be the woman who can break it up. So she wants to control the situation. She wants everything to be in her favor, and she make it difficult. She gonna put him through all kinds of hoops. And when he decides he's not gonna go jump through hoops, he's all of a sudden he's gonna become a now deadbeat because she want to control him with the kid or the situation. And when she can't, he's now a deadbeat. When you could have just got with a good guy and none of this would have been the case. But that's not how it works. So this whole thing about black men being deadbeats, absent fathers, no, it's not the case. It's just that those are the people who got the loudest voice. So they speak on things because their voice is louder it's more of them. The good women ain't coming out talking about how good men are. It's all the disgruntled women who dealing with guys who got kids by 5, 6 different women, and then they gotta somehow the way figure out how they gonna survive and take care of these kids because he can't take care of all 5 of them kids by all 5 of the different women. They all want something, and he can't do it. So now he's a deadbeat, and they click up together, and now their voice is loud now because all 5 of them have got together and said the men are deadbeats. Because you ever notice women don't say this kind of man's deadbeat. That's the kind of guy they like. That's the kind of guy they're attracted to. They don't say those type of guys are deadbeats. They just say men are deadbeats. When that's not the case. Stats don't say so. But what does say so is that most of the time, it's only like 20% of men that got all the children. Most men have not reproduced over all the years that society has been going. Majority of the men have not reproduced. Only a small percentage of men have reproduced over all these years. You get what I'm saying? So just remember that. And don't fall for the all men are deadbeats. Black men. No, it's not true. Most black men are doing what they're supposed to do, taking care of responsibilities as they should. It's just a small percentage that get all the attention. So now that carries over into all black men are somehow deadbeats. When that's false. So I'm telling you now, most black men take care of their children and their responsibilities, and they're not deadbeats. The small 10 to 20% that don't take care of their children, that's who is they're putting in the forefront to make it seem like it's all black men. So for those of you who are doing your job, I respect you. For those of you who are not, I hope you start and women stop putting it on all men and just realize it's just the men you like. The men you like, they got babies by other women. That's what you like. None of the ones that you choose to have a baby with, knowing he got other babies, and when he can't take care of them, you put the burden on all men. Stop doing that. Y'all take care.